What's up, summoners? King Blair here. Today I kind of want to do a little bit of a funner video for you guys and talk about the top 5 units that I have been wrong about, particularly in the RTA video after talking to you guys a lot more and fighting a lot of these units myself. And I just wanted to, bite the bullet and talk about the top 5 units that I have gotten wrong, and it's kind of like making up for it and just giving you guys more information, because as a YouTuber, I know a lot of you guys do turn to me for unit advice. So it's important for me to make videos like this as well to show you guys that I am wrong a few times, and you should use other resources, not just me, because one person can't always get it right. But without further ado, let's get right to the video. If you like the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Discord link. You guys have been doing amazing, and coming up this week, we're going to be talking about how to counter the meta that I predict is going to happen, which is going to be a evasion meta with MO Violet, and just things you can do right now to prepare for that, if that is something you are worried about or scared about, and even in the future, maybe even a Mulagora guide. So make sure to subscribe for that content. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So first, honorable mentions, because these were units that were like, I messed up when they came out, and it just kind of shows you that early on, it's really hard to judge a unit by just looking at the cover of it. But this was like way in the past. Like, it was before a lot of this stuff happened. So that's why I put them in the honorable mentions, because honestly, it happened so long ago. But if you happen to fall upon one of those videos, I will probably make a follow-up video if those units get a rerun. But the units that were very far in the past, one was Charles. I said he was worse than Falconer Kluri, and I didn't think he was that good. Boy, was I wrong. This guy's a beast. He's amazing for Banshee, and he's a boss in Guild Wars. He's probably the best Guild Wars unit. He's insane. I said he wasn't that good because I didn't know the damage ratios. So yeah, that's on me. That's on me. The other one that you guys are gonna be like, what? You got this guy wrong? I just couldn't see. I just didn't see the kit working the way it did. It was actually Seaside. I thought she was bad, and y'all, she's absolutely bonkers. She's insane for PvE, and she's godlike for PvP. She's probably one of the best RTA units. She's one of the best arena units. She just does so much and has so many different build paths that I can't believe I didn't see how having a skill that procs every time you get hit 5 times, attack everyone and defense break, and a third skill that does so freaking much. I don't know how I ever thought she wouldn't be a top tier unit, just because I just couldn't see it at the time. And time proved me wrong. So yeah, I definitely get these units wrong. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about, because I definitely do get units wrong, and I just want to make this video following up because I definitely misjudged some units. And even more recently, even now that I'm a more experienced player, I'm still making some mistakes. So let's get to the number 5. So number 5 will actually be Destina. So when Ray came out, I had said that Ray was a replacement to Destina, and boy was I wrong. Y'all, Destina is still extremely valuable and extremely good as a unit. The reason why I don't respect her as much as I should is because she is a very high investment unit, and I just never saw the value in investing so highly on a Destina. But more recently, now that I've been fighting a lot more higher level arena people in both RTA and regular arena, I'm noticing Destina a lot more. And with the recent buff, I had the chance to fight one in Guild Wars. Y'all, this skill too, 50% is nothing to laugh at. If you have this skill going after her ultimate and you cleanse like a Dizzy and then you use this skill, it can give one of your slow units an extra turn, particularly the Charles, because it was Guild Wars, so that's the Charles. And 50%, when I saw that, I was like, whoa, that was a lot more than I expected. And I didn't think it was going to be that good when she got the buff. The other thing is she is so tanky, and when she's on counter attack set with her artifact, being able to cleanse on the skill 1 is so freaking nice. It's just so nice being able to cleanse on the skill 1 on a counter attack, and the heals are pretty nasty. Skill 3 is hard to play around if you're not ready for it. So she's honestly a way tankier unit than I expected. Very hard to build because she's so slow. Like her base stat speed is like one of the lowest. Faster than Kisuna Ai by 1 speed, but she's abysmal speed, which is one of the reasons I thought she was bad. But boy, she's so tanky. If you can get her to be fast, it's scary. When someone has a good Destina, it is really scary. The reason I still put her here is because a majority of players will never get to the point where they can invest in their Destina to the point where they can get her to be as good as the Destinas I've been seeing. So I still wouldn't recommend it for a majority of players. But if you have the counterattack set and you have the stats to make a good Destina, y'all, she can be really nasty. Probably like Definitely very different from Ray and completely different scenarios. Next up, number 4, this unit in the RTA tier list. You guys crucified me for this unit, and the more I see this unit, the more I'm like, man, maybe I was kind of wrong about this unit. For RTA, that is going to be Dark Corvus. So I put him in Outclassed in the RTA tier list, and several of you guys were like, are you kidding me? Dark Corvus is a beast. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I've yet still to see a Dark Corvus. I've never lost to a Dark Corvus, but why I got this wrong is because just because something for me is not a problem doesn't mean that for you guys in the future might be a problem. So the reason I say that is because all my teams are very high damage teams. I wouldn't say cleave teams, but they're more like high damage booster teams. So I've never struggled with them, and primarily because no one ever banned Spectre Tenebria or hasn't banned it against me. So I haven't fought against the Dark Corvus without Spectre Tenebria. Most of the times I fight him, I have my Spectre Tenebria, I'm able to stun him, poison him. But he's a beast in RTA as well. The reason why I say that is because I've gotten a chance to play a lot more with my brother's account, and he actually has a Dark Corvus. Because I was like, let me just see what he can actually do. And I'm primarily using Marina and Guild Wars, and y'all, it is so strong. Having this third skill be able to do true damage and be able to pop a tank, it's scary. This skill can actually pop tanks. Why it's so good is because if they have a lot of tanks and they have no way to actually kill your Dark Corvus, he can essentially use this skill, take out a priority tank that is giving buffs, and then heal, and then it's GG. Damage dealers, every time they crit, they make this go down faster. I didn't know that. And after playing with him, I was like, you know, I can definitely see why he would be a really good unit, which is why he's number 4 on this list, because I definitely didn't give him the credit he deserved. He's a beast. He's still really, really good. He's amazing in Guild Wars. I've never debated that. I know he's godlike in Guild Wars, and he's amazing as well in Arena. But definitely, even for RTA in the right team, if they don't have a way to deal with this guy, he's just going to eat their team for breakfast, because this skill does like 25k. And I can't imagine like people that have like 200 effect resistance and Dark Corvuses. Oh, that's nasty, y'all. That's the kind of stuff that like you gotta watch out for. So I'm just letting you guys know. If you have him, he's amazing. He's great. The next one is one that is a little bit more unique. And I feel like the only reason why I hate on this unit so much, and why I always felt like he was a bad unit and I never brought him up in any of my videos, and it's something that I've done him a disservice, and to you guys a disservice, and that is going to be Leo. So I actually did sit down with one of you guys, and we chatted a lot about Leo, and he has an amazing Leo. I wish I could show you guys the stats, but he uses him in RTA a lot, and I see where his uses can come in RTA. He's really good at stunning and locking down, so if you have a Specimen Cess team, but also with this second skill, he's able to attack with the second skill, and he's able to use the first skill a lot more often. I forgot where the skill comes from, but he's able to decrease defense, which is amazing. Oh, there it is. And a 50% chance to use Trader Right. So you can decrease defense and follow up with a regular attack. But his uses don't extend just to RTA. In a lot of my guides where I talk about different units you can use, I have never brought up Leo. And that is something that it's a disservice to you guys, because in terms of one-shot units, he is up there with the best. He's a must-have for a lot of one-shot teams. He's able to wipe some teams, like for Banshee B13. He's able to do this, do some damage, stun, so you get some nice damage, and if something goes wrong, your main DPS doesn't take any damage. And Asimach Hunt. And this skill with Song of Stars, you decrease defense with 100% chance, and then you have 100% chance to target. And it's like, how could you not want that for one-shot Banshee? If you have him for one-shot Banshee, your gear requirements just go so much further down with your Baiken, because you're able to decrease defense and then apply the target debuff, and then you also have a chance to use this first skill to apply even more attack, more damage onto the Banshee, which makes it even better for you to attack. And then in RTA, he's really a unit that people will underestimate. I think it's because of his looks, and that's the reason I've never built him, because I just don't like how he looks. But if you do like how he looks, this skill can do a lot of damage. Defense break into first skill is really, really solid. And his stats are not that bad. Like his HP is pretty high. His speed, pretty high. His attack is not the highest, but it's not garbage either. It's not like you're not going to be doing damage. So it definitely a lot of utility that I didn't realize. Like even with the stun, 75% chance to stun, that's really nice. And to decrease defense, or not defense, decrease speed, and then just being able to do all this other stuff, I think he's definitely worth taking a look at, especially if you have a specimen says. Um, Definitely, I don't know if it's something that everyone can build. Again, it's a very hard unit to build, but at least the PvE side of it, if you're trying to build a one-shot Banshee team, he will help you lower your requirements so much, and you don't have to 6-star him for that. So that's the other unit, because I honestly don't talk about him enough, and he's a unit that doesn't have a good rep, and he's gotten a lot of buffs in the past. So definitely a really good unit to use. The next one, another one in RTA that I got kind of crucified for, and this one's kind of more of a kind of like a pocket pick, and it's something that a lot of people haven't caught up on yet. But y'all, Ravi is kind of nuts right now. So when I dropped the RTA video, a lot of people told me like I actually use my Ravi a lot, and I was like, okay, let me read the skills, and then I've seen a lot of higher level players. Like I'm playing against people that are 24,000 in RTA, like top 100 are starting to pick up Ravi. Why? Why did I not see this coming before? So one of the biggest things for Ravi is usually is put on a counterattack set, but she's able to heal by herself on skill 1. So that part really freaking nice if you have counterattack set, she's able to do that. The other thing is her passive is insane. When attack increases combat readiness by 8, this goes all the way up to 15. And that's really high. So every turn you take 15. You put Durandal on her, she's getting like almost 30% every time she's attacked. And then she's able to come in and she gets attack up as well. She can get stacks that give her attack. So that's the thing that's like, what? She starts doing way more damage as she starts stacking up those blood attacks. You see increased attack on the caster when they attack or are attacked. Effect can stack up to 5 times. So after you can increase your attack 5 times into like insane levels, and then you can come in with an AoE skill, because they're going to try to be focusing down your Ravi. If you have Ravi, everyone will try to focus her down, or they'll bring AoE units and they won't realize that they're hitting your Ravi, and then you're able to come in with this skill that has a 75% chance to stun the enemy team, and then if you do stun enemies, decreases their combat readiness of some enemies by 100%. So it's literally like reset the whole team and just give her more chances to do more damage. And y'all, she is so nasty. And the more I'm starting to fight against her, the more I'm realizing I really didn't give her credit for how nasty Ravi can be. Because her base stat line as a warrior, look at that, look at that HP, y'all. 7k HP? That's higher than Apocalypse Ravi. Apocalypse Ravi doesn't have that health. Like, that's so freaking high. 7k HP. And then almost 1k attack on a warrior who's going to be increasing her own attack every time she gets touched. And then she can heal off her damage. And then she can also stun AoE. Y'all, if you put this on paper and you didn't tell me it was Ravi, I would be like, that's super strong. And her base speed is not even that bad. And it doesn't need to even be that high, because she just gets combat readiness. So definitely another unit that I have been sleeping in. The only reason I feel like I don't build her is honestly the Molagora is just so scarce. But if you're someone that has a lot of Molagora and likes Ravi, she's really good for Golem, and she's really good for RTA. She's actually really scary for RTA because a lot of people don't know how to deal with her. A lot of people are going to be attacking Ravi, not knowing that they're making her stronger, not knowing that they're giving her extra turns, not knowing that they can counter her Spectre Tenebria. Because I've seen a lot of people will pick her to counter Spectre Tenebria, because Spectre Tenebria won't be able to one-shot her like she thinks she can, and then she'll get absolutely destroyed by this skill, get stunned, get pushed back, and it's not a good look. And it's just unique. I think it's really cool how people are using Ravi. I actually think she has a lot of potential as a bruiser, because bruisers are really strong for RTA. So that's why I wanted to talk to you guys about Ravi, because I definitely was caught sleeping on her. But alright, number 1, this unit is probably the unit that I did the most disservice, and I really want to correct this mistake, because you guys need to know about this unit, and you guys need to be aware of this unit. And I feel so bad that I put her so low on the RTA tier list, because now I'm like, I made a huge mistake. And that is going to be not okay, so where is she? She's a specialty change, but I can't find her. Falconer Kluri. Y'all, I definitely have messed up on Falconer Kluri. So when she got nerfed, I said that she wasn't going to be as good of a unit. I still said she wasn't going to be bad. I think I even said don't refund your Falconer Kluris. But after that, I kind of just said she's a good PvE unit. And when RTA tier list came out, I just said she was an okay niche pick. Holy cow, y'all. I could not have said something worse to you guys. So PvE, that part I got right. So that part is we're still okay. She's amazing for PvE, for Asimec Hunt, for everything else. But for PvP, Falconer Kluri is nuts, y'all. She's used everywhere in high arena, and she's going to be a pivotal unit to counteract the future meta. So I'm going to talk more about the future meta that is going to be coming, how you need to be prepared, and how there are a lot of counters to it. So it's not something that you need to be super scared about. Like, there are a lot of counters to Emerald Violet. There are enough counters to Selena that it's okay. You'll still be able to win your fights. You won't feel like you're losing all the time. But Falconer Kluri in RTA right now, before all these updates, is insane. Why? This skill 3 is so good. Why is it so good? People will build their Falconer Kluris like 245 speed because she has a pretty high base speed. She gets more speed from her skill tree. I can't show you guys the skill tree because I don't have mine, but she gets up to like 112 or even higher. So she gets speed from her skill tree. So people build her super fast, and then they will build her with like, she already starts with 18% effectiveness. So they'll get up to like 150, 160 effectiveness. And what this unit does is essentially, while she doesn't kill the target outright, she takes out the target out of the fight. Particularly Well of Light, Lilius, Alencia, Elena, just any priority, Seaside, any priority unit that you need to take out essentially. Falconer Kluri is so freaking good at doing that because she strips all buffs, so it doesn't matter if they get like a million defenses up, barriers, crit damage, stuns, whatever, because she strips those buffs, doesn't matter if they start with immunity, and then decreases defense, which is already like, this unit is on the hot seat, because with decreased defense, you're not in a good spot, and then provoke for 2 turns. And I thought Lilia's provoke was broken, and I was like, wait a minute, she has the 2-turn provoke. Why did I not realize this before? 2-turn provoke, that unit is out of the fight. Decrease defense and provoke, that unit is out of the fight. You do this on a Rule of Light, their Rule of Light out of the fight. Because you can kill their squishy unit with the rest of your team. That Ruel is going to waste an attack on you. And then you still have the next two rotations to deal with that Ruel. And that's the main one that she counters that I can think of, like the best example for her. It's just so nasty. With Craw, same thing. You start getting Craw low, boom, pop this 3rd skill, that unit is out of the game. And the other thing is that because she's so fast, she can heal every single turn. So she provides support for the team for the rest of the turn. She's a knight, so she can hold Aureus. She can hold Adamant Shield. She can hold all these really good knight artifacts. And then she has this 1st skill that increases combat readiness of her, of the caster, by 20%. And I think this skill can even go up higher and increases the combat readiness randomly of the highest attack ally from her skill tree. So you're able to push your advantage every single turn, give yourself more combat readiness, give yourself more health, be able to take a unit out of the fight. And because you're taking so many turns, by the time that they get their debuffs off, she will have this skill back up. Y'all, this unit is amazing. And I can't believe I ever thought she wasn't anything better than top pick for RTA. Because, the fact that she can take out priority unit targets is so good. It's something that you can't laugh at. It's something that can win you fights. And it's something that I definitely did a disservice to you guys in that RTA tier list by not talking about her more and putting her higher on the list. But that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. It's a little bit of a different video. But you know, sometimes as someone who's a YouTuber, who's trying to make YouTube videos, trying to inform you guys of the best strategies, I'm always going to try to give you guys the best information possible. But even I can make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. So biggest tip you can take from this video is make sure you are watching other people. Make sure you're doing your own research. Make sure you question things I say and don't just take it at face value. Yes, I'm a higher level arena player, But that doesn't mean I can't make mistakes. Same thing with other people. Like there's people that will say that other units are bad, that will tell you to build a unit a certain way. And if you like that unit, if you really like a unit, make sure you look at all the resources you have, because there's Epic 7 Wiki, there's other YouTubers, there's other streamers, there's Facebook groups, there's Reddit. There's so many different people you can ask that if you really like a unit, you don't really know their potential until you try them out. Cerise is one of the biggest ones because so many YouTubers said Cerise was bad. I was one of the few that was like, she's limited, still pull for her, she's going to come up in the future because I see her having potential. And what happened? Cerise in the future had potential. And if you didn't think she was good because you listened to other people, you wouldn't have gotten Cerise. So take everything with a grain of salt. That's what I want to leave you guys with. Make sure that you do your own research as well. It's good that you watch my videos and I really like it and have discussions with me if you ever feel like I said something wrong. Because it'll help me get better and help me make better content for you guys. But yeah, sometimes videos like this, I gotta bite the bullet. I gotta tell you guys where I was wrong and correct those mistakes. So in the future, you are able to maybe see this video, come across this video and be like, hey, you know, sometimes he makes mistakes. Let's talk about it. Let's see what we can do with him. So that is all for you guys today, but I'll see y'all next time. Peace.